Oh, that's an interesting meta question. I would ask me, and this has been asked before by some people, where are things going? Because Agile is 21 years old now, and people are wondering, okay, on the one hand, Agile is getting a bad rap in some organizations. People have been disappointed with the results achieved so far. On the other hand, there's no way going back. Uh, it is expected of organizations to be more agile. So maybe the term itself will go away, and that's fine. I don't care about the word itself as long as companies try to be more innovative and have more business agility. That's fine with me. But where is it going? I think the experience, the human experience, which consists of customer experience and employee experience, those are two components of that. I think that's going to be more and more important. We live nowadays in the experience economy, as some people say, and we made this step from projects to products, which is good. That's a good step that we made in the software community. But I think we're making, or we should be making, the next step from product to experience. And I gave you that example of the supermarket. The app was great, good product. I threw it away because it was not about the product. It was about my experience. As I always say, I don't care about your product. I care about my experience. That is most important. So you need to understand what is the experience here that customers are having with our company, and what can we do through our products and our services and all the touch points that customers have with us to have a better experience for our clients. So and that also applies to the human experience inside, so the employee experience, and we talked about that, of keeping people, having them not quit their jobs. So the human experience is I think the next thing. And actually, the employee experience EX and the customer experience CX are big topics nowadays. They even have their own acronyms. So at some point we have to forget about products. We talk about products all the time: product owner, product manager, product backlog, product roadmap, yada 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 yada. We're still very much stuck in product thinking in the Agile community. I plan to flag on the horizon and say, next step forward is experience. What is the end result? How was the customer happier today because of what you did with your company, through your product or through your service, or through an email that you sent them? I don't care. That is experience.
Awesome. One last question. Talking about what's coming in the future, I'm sure that you have seen how the people nowadays are a lot more sensible. Like I saw some of your videos before, like 9 years ago or 10, and we could say jokes, right, about fat people or whatever. And now it looks like we cannot do any jokes because someone will get hurt, right? So this extra sensibility, do you think that is driving the way we work, the way we interact, the way the employee world is driven by this? Do you think that will only get more sensible, the new generations, or do you think that at some point we will get back like in circles or something?
No, I think in general it's a good thing that the world has become more respectful,
Mhm.
in to some extent, towards people who do not fit the standard picture.
Mhm.
And that's a good thing. We are more curious and open-minded across the world. Diversity and inclusion are big topics nowadays.
Mhm.
On the other hand, I am someone who is against certain forms of cancel culture, where you're
Mhm.
basically not allowed to say anything anymore these days
Yeah.
without being punished. Sometimes it goes too far, but I think that is part of growing up as a society. We have to figure out, okay, what is what is acceptable and what is not. How should we protect people from being bullied and being hurt by others? And to what extent should we say, hey, you're adults, grow up, don't take everything so personally? And those are two sides, and I think that's a good conversation to have, and there's not a clear line between the two. So yeah, those are good conversations to have. I think there is more maturity now in the world, but and I think it's not a straight line up. It's like two steps forward, one step back. So overall progress goes up, but it's not always in a straight line. As we see in the geopolitical sense, there are bad things happening in the world right now. And that's also part of the world growing up. It is two steps forward, one step back, and sometimes bad things happen because for some people progress went too fast, and they pull the whole world back basically for a moment, but they cannot do that for long, in my opinion. So yeah, that's my philosophical contribution.
Yeah, I agree with you, and yeah, they should learn faster. They don't catch up with how the world works right now. They still
Yeah,
belong to the past. This thing happening over here right now, it's incredible, right?
yeah,
Um,
exactly.